Here we have been asked to solve a logarithmic equation. Notice first of all that every single term contains a log, in this case a natural log. That being the case, then our goal is to combine any logs that you have into a single log on each side of the equation. So in this one, we have two logs on the left side. Those need to be combined together as one. Notice that this is the difference of two logs. If we have the difference of two logs, it can be combined by using a single log and then dividing the two arguments. So this equation would be rewritten as natural log of 4x plus 6 over x plus 5 and then equals natural log of x. Now that we have a single log on the left and a single log on the right, we set the two arguments equal. So 4x plus 6 over x plus 5 must equal x for the equation above to be true. Once we have this equation, notice that it's a fractional equation. So in this case, we'd need to multiply both sides by the LCD, x plus 5. Doing that on the left would cancel out the denominator, and then I'd simply be left with 4x plus 6. And then on the right hand side, I need to distribute my x. So we'd have x squared plus 5x. Now, since this is a quadratic equation, we need to get 0 on one side. I will do that here by first subtracting over the 4x and then also subtracting over the 6. These two would cancel, leave me 0 on the left, and then I would have x squared plus 1x minus 6 on the right side. From here, factor to solve. So we need factors of negative 6 that would add to negative 1. Positive 1. So here it would be positive 3 and negative 2. And then from there, set both of those equal to 0. And so we'd have x is negative 3, and we'd have x is equal to 2. Once we have these values, we need to make sure that these values don't make any of the original arguments negative. So the original problem, we had natural log of 4x plus 6 minus natural log of x plus 5, and then equals natural log of x. Okay, look at the three arguments here and think about what would happen if we plug in the two values above. Well, the first thing I notice is if I plug in negative 3 into just the natural log of x part, I get a negative argument out. So that cannot be a solution, it must be scratched out. If I plug the 2 in, it'll result in a positive argument. It's good there. If I plug the 2 in here, I'll have 2 plus 5. That's a positive value. And then finally, if I plug the 2 in here, I'll have 4 times 2, which is 8, and then plus 6. That's going to result in a positive value. And so x equals 2 is an okay answer. If for some reason when I plug both values in, both of them result in negative arguments, then you would simply cross both of them out and say that there would be no solution.